It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Fire crews have saved dozens of homes under threat from bushfires in Lake Macquarie. A fire which broke out in the Glenrock Conservation Park just after 4:30 yesterday afternoon came within 130 metres of homes in Burwood Road at Cohiba. It's now listed at advice level after burning through 3 hectares. Meanwhile, residents in Whitburn close at Charlestown had a close call when a bushfire which broke out near the inner city bypass just after 6pm quickly spread to their back fences. It tore through 2 hectares and destroyed a shed before being brought under control. 2NURFM Sarah Farley-Adams lives in the street and says great work from firefighters and the fire preparedness of her neighbours whose homes back onto the bush averted a disaster.
Every bin of theirs was filled with water. They have buckets galore, they have masks, they have hoses on top of their roof. In fact, all 3 homes at the end of this street have. They have multiple hoses, and it is only due to their preparation that their house is still here. There's no doubt about that. And of course, the amazing work of the fireys.
Fire crews also took 4 hours to extinguish a bushfire near industrial land off Johnson Avenue at Kurri Kurri. There are no reports of property damage. A man is due to face Fairfield Court today over a hay bale scam targeting drought-stricken farmers in New South Wales, including parts of the Hunter Valley. Police commenced an investigation following reports of cheap hay bales being advertised online. The seller allegedly was paid a deposit but never delivered any product. Detective Inspector Cameron Whiteside says a 27-year-old man is alleged to have obtained more than $40,000 from 13 victims.
Through my career, you see some devastating things and low acts from people, but this has actually reached a new low. As we know, we're on the back of a drought that is going to be ongoing for some considerable time. Bushfires, and now the vulnerable people on our rural communities are now being taken advantage of, and we're quite pleased that we're putting someone before the court in respect to these matters.
Double demerits are now in force across New South Wales for the Australia Day long weekend. Police will be cracking down on speeding and drink driving, as well as seatbelt and mobile phone use. Acting Roads Minister Paul Toole says people should think seriously before getting behind the wheel.
One life lost on our roads is one too many. Road safety is everybody's responsibility, and we want people to be able to think and plan their trip ahead over this long weekend.
A Hunter MP is calling for the government to review their decision to reduce the bulk billing incentive in the Shortland district. The Health Department has revealed the cost to see a GP is at a record high, with residents paying an average out-of-pocket fee of $37. Shortland MP Pat Conroy says he's concerned people will start neglecting their health because they can't afford to visit their doctor.
It eats into people's already tight budget. People tell me it's getting harder and harder to pay their bills. So anything like this, which increases their cost of living, just makes it harder for them to afford their groceries, pay their mortgage, pay their electricity bills. This increased cost will discourage people from going to the doctor.
There's finally some good news for Gloucester residents battling water shortages due to the drought. Midcoast Water says there's no longer a need to truck water into the town, and it doesn't expect to do so again in the near future. Gloucester's only water supply, the Barrington River, ran dry late last year, but started flowing again thanks to rain last week. It means the town's water treatment plant was able to come back online yesterday.
2NURFM Sport.
In the W League, the Newcastle Jets are saying goodbye to their finals dreams after a 4-2 defeat against Perth Glory last night. The loss puts the team into second last place, with the potential to be on the bottom of the ladder by the end of this weekend. The Jets are currently 10 points outside the Final Four, with 3 rounds remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, Jets A-League skipper Nigel Bogart is confident he's back to full fitness and ready to take on Wellington Phoenix tonight. The 33-year-old has been out injured for 12 weeks, but says through his recovery and hard work at training, he's ready to take the field and play 90 minutes.
I'd like to think that I've got that in my body, and it all depends on how the game plans out, the flow of the game and how it is. But at the end of the day, if I take that park, in my mind, I'm finishing the game. So I've had another week of training. I feel good.
And Newcastle Knights playmaker Mason Lino is well ahead of schedule and looking forward to playing in the club's opening trial against St George Illawarra following shoulder surgery. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 13, 10, 23, 5, 27, 4 and 28. And the Powerball number is 4. 2NURFM News Time, 25 to 9.